It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. They don't. They don't. They don't.
Ryan Coogler's newest film, Sinners, might secretly be a sequel to Black Panther. Look, I know this sounds crazy and like it's coming from a fanboy who only watches superhero movies, but I promise this is not that type of video. In fact, not only is Sinners a sequel, it's also autobiographical, mirroring aspects of Ryan Coogler's life. There are way too many things that line up for this, specifically with the vampires and who they represent. After watching this video, you'll never look at Black Panther, Sinners, or Ryan Coogler the same ever again.
Contains spoilers for both Black Panther 1 and Sinners.
Black Panther and Sinners are each bookended by very similar scenes at the start and ends of each film. Both films open with an animated exposition scene explaining the lore of the magic in each film and the magic's connection to real-world history and cultures. In Black Panther, the scene explains the history of vibranium and Wakanda's isolationism, whereas in Sinners, the scene explains the mystical abilities that music holds in the film. In both films, these supernatural abilities are sources of prosperity, but also sources of danger and thus have to be protected. In Black Panther, CIA agent Everett Ross arranges a meeting with Ulysses Klaue to purchase Klaue's stolen vibranium and take him into American custody. Even though the King of Wakanda and his team are at the same place and tell him that they want to take Klaue into custody on their own, since it's their material that was stolen, not America's, Ross tries to make a deal with them so America can have Klaue first, which fails. Ross ignores the Wakandans' wishes and tries to go through with the deal, notably using another African commodity stolen and exploited by elite international organizations, diamonds, in exchange for the vibranium. This dynamic of an elite, hegemonic international group going after special power held by an isolated black community is seen again in Sinners.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't.
Remick, who notably looks extremely similar to Everett Ross, goes after the musical power held by Sammy and the juke joint, initially offering money in order to get into the club, and then offering supernatural powers and an escape from oppression in exchange for joining their group. It's worth mentioning that the vampire group is able to infiltrate the juke joint at first through Mary, a white-passing mixed woman and love interest of Stack, who tries to negotiate with the vampires, but ends up getting bitten and spreading the vampirism to Stack. There is definitely subtext to Stack becoming a vampire through the one white-passing woman.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen.
Now this is not me going Dr. Umar mode.
We have a name for it, the Snow Bunny Crisis.
Okay.
I'm against the Snow Bunny Crisis.
And I'm not saying that mixed relationships are bad or that anybody in particular has a weird face, but there's certainly subtext. The real ending of Sinners happens in the mid-credits scene, which I initially hated because it could have just been before the credits like most movies, but I realized that it was deliberately mirroring the mid-credits scene in Black Panther. In Black Panther, the mid-credits scene shows Wakanda abandoning its isolationist stance by joining the elite international hegemony. In Sinners, the mid-credits scene shows Sammy refusing to ascend into this world. While in Black Panther this is the right choice, Sinners shows that there's a difference between moving up in the world and selling your soul.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
This also connects to Ryan Coogler himself. Ryan Coogler got his start making grounded and personal films before ascending to another level with mainstream franchise movies. Within this mid-credits scene, Stack even mentions that he didn't like when Sammy made electric music and he preferred the natural stuff. Coogler even said recently that he's trying to get away from franchise movies. The most explicit parallel in the movie to Coogler's real life is the story Delta Slim tells about a black artist getting killed because he was seen holding too much money. In 2022, Ryan Coogler was falsely detained by police after he tried to withdraw $10,000 from the bank. This theme of being punished for success by people who don't want you to succeed carries out through the whole movie and culminates with Smoke's death, where in a way he's killed because both the vampires and the Klansmen want to suppress his freedom. The vampires only want to protect him from the Klansmen if he submits to them, and the Klansmen kill him for being black and successful. But the movie is not entirely doom and gloom. While Stack is able to achieve a hedonistic and worldly level of immortality through vampirism, Sammy reaches a level of immortality by staying true to himself and creating art that is entirely his own.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
What else do you think these movies are about? Obviously, they're both about black ownership, but Sinners has some more subtle themes as well. Who do you think the vampires represented? Music industry? Hollywood? Capitalism? Neoliberalism? Fake liberals? So did I convince you? Am I reaching, or is there something to these connections? Do you have any of your own theories or something that I missed? Please let me know in the comments. Tell me why I'm right or wrong. I'd love to see what everyone else thought about these movies. Also, if you need any video editing or audio editing, you can hire me on Fiverr. Link in the description. It would also be great if you could like the video, share it around, subscribe. Want to see more content than this? It really helps me out. Anyways, thank you. I will see you next time.